Hey Cozie Homies! Hello, I'm Zheng. So today is something more special. We're going to be having high tea together. So yeah, this is a dessert. We're making yogurt with fruits and honey. So hopefully you like it, you'll enjoy this video. So in the meantime, I'll just be chit-chatting with all of you lah as I'm eating all the food. So there's that. And I'm planning to make this like maybe a series. I don't know, once in a while. Maybe we just do something to update on our lives and just keep in touch with each other. So yeah. So today, who we have? We have my friend here, the Egyptian duck. That's why really cute Then what else? Yeah, I got some ingredients in front of me, so I just assemble this entire dessert lah as we are going along. So there are some fruits here, banana and strawberries. What else? Cocoa crunch, yeah, to make this give a more crunchy texture to the dessert, and also honey to make everything sweeter. So there's honey here. Okay, yeah. So I think today's video is quite challenging, quite a challenge for me because I don't really most of the videos I do on YouTube are all scripted. So everything I say I would spend days or even weeks to prepare and plan for it. So there's something new today. For people like me, right, I need to have a script, I need to follow a plan to feel more confident, to feel like, at least I won't go wrong with what I'm saying. So now I'm literally just saying everything that comes off my head. Actually, I'm planning to start off this video by telling everybody why am I even doing this channel in the first place. So as you all would know, I'm serving national service now, which yeah, and now I'm officially 1 year into NS already. So I'm planning to keep a regular update from 1 year from my ORD, 1 year before I get out of NS, until yeah, until the day I ORD. So it's like a journey. I don't think I made explain it to people enough how I started this channel in the first place. So originally I was thinking, maybe I want to spend a better, more meaningful time in NS, and one way to do it is probably by YouTube because as you all know now, in the midst of this pandemic and everything, it's really difficult to go outdoors and really do like vlogs or exciting activities or interacting with people. It's really not that easy lah, not very feasible at the same time. So doing YouTube at the comfort of my own home and everything, you're really in control of everything you do, which I think is the beauty of what I'm doing right now. Me being like a really introverted person, I will never expect myself to talk to people or really go out to socialize with everyone. And the beauty about YouTube and the internet is that all this social media and everything, it gives you this veil to kind of hide away from direct physical interaction and contact with other people. Yeah, because big groups of people scare me and everything. But the thing about this platform, right, is that you can literally talk to so many people, but in reality I'm just talking to a camera. So yeah, it's much more manageable that way. Yeah, it's probably just a coping mechanism for an introvert with somewhat social anxiety, worried to talk to people up front. I'm planning to just share with you like what are some of the biggest challenges that I'm facing at the moment in time. So yeah, okay. I know, like, how all of us want to do everything like happily, like, oh, this is a nice cheerful video of me making my dessert and everything like that. But in reality I feel like life isn't that beautiful all the time. Life isn't always that perfect all the time. And I think we should just sometimes open up and share about some of the challenges that we are facing. And I believe definitely I won't be the only one facing I definitely won't be the only one facing these problems. Yeah, perhaps I just talk about some of the common issues that oh no. Probably I just share with you some of the common issues that all of us have been talking about recently. So let's just talk about NS, National Service. The thing about NS is that it's really a very big jump for me because for me, being from JC, you're graduating, just finishing A levels, and like immediately like a few months later, 2 months later, you have to step foot into NS. I feel like it was really intimidating, a really big um, shift, like change in my lifestyle. I'm a very, how do I say it, reserved. I don't really like to go out and challenge myself, or go out to just explore the world or everything like this, because I have this fear of overcommitting. So every time I feel like when I am not, I won't have enough time or enough energy to do everything that I want. So that's how my mindset is. Until I come to NS, I realized that actually everything is possible. It just depends on how much effort you're willing to put in, and if you are really passionate in the things that you do. So yeah. Anyway, before I continue, I think I'm more or less done with this dessert thing. Like, look at this. Kind of proud of this creation. Yeah, I love making all these little desserts in my own free time to eat and have fun, and yeah, eat for a while first. So okay, so in national service, right? Like in that time, right, we started off the week with a lot of physical training, a lot of running around, regimentation, obeying all the what's the thing called, orders and commands and everything. And the thing is, it's really not for me, I would say, like this kind of lifestyle. And I believe that many people will feel the same way as me as well, because this is really just totally different from how we normally lead our lives. At that point in time, I wouldn't say it's the darkest period of my life, because I feel happy to have friends around that are suffering together with me. We all feel the same way. We all feel sad together. We all feel tired together and everything. During the training phase, I don't feel a sense of purpose. I've decided to try to make full use of my time, and eventually that's how the idea of starting a YouTube channel came about, like to make full use of an NS experience. Whatever free time I have, I'll just um, use this time to do whatever that I'm interested in, share with people my thoughts and everything like that. So um yeah, so even how the name for my YouTube channel, the Cozy Zone, it literally came about because I wanted to have this nice connection with people, let people feel loved, feel warm, feel like there are people out there that care for you, and we are all battling our demons together. Yeah. So there's that. Okay, I need to eat some yogurt first. Wait a minute. I really just want to just find out with my friends, like talk to my friends about what we all want to do and achieve out of our NS life. So yeah, for me, like, okay, I don't reveal too much about what I do in NS stuff, because obligations by the government and everything. But the thing is, I chose to do one of the harder vocations. But the thing is, um through all this trainings and everything, right, it made me realize that I am actually stronger than what I think I am. So how do I put it? It's more like, having accomplished my this training, vocational training especially, which was like the worst 3 months ever. Like completing all this, right, it made me realize that there are endless possibilities I can do with my body and my mind and my soul. Yeah, so um I'm thinking, like, many of us always give ourselves negative thoughts, negativity, telling ourselves that we will never be good enough. After starting this YouTube channel, or even in the early stages of me, planning out the videos, how everything's gonna turn out, right? I'm thinking, I might not be the best YouTuber out there. I might not be the best, video editor, director, cameraman, whatever you call it. I'm definitely not the best at all this things like, we're all just starting out and everything. But I believe, if you don't try, how will you know what you're good at? And if you don't try, how will you know what suits you? What's something that you can do for your entire life, essentially? So now I'm like 1 year into NS already, 6 months in my current unit, and it's really quite a ride, because like every day is a different day. Even as like a normal human being, right? Every day that you live in is a unique experience. Like, the very second that you're living right now, you can definitely not recreate this entire second in the future again, like the exact moment in time, like, the length of your hair, or the shirt that you're wearing, the location you are, where the sunlight is coming in from, or like, how many strawberries are there on this yogurt. Like, it is almost impossible to recreate this current moment in life. And this is really just what I believe the beauty of our life, because every moment is temporal, every moment is short-lived, and you don't know how a small decision that you make in this current moment will snowball and lead to a totally different outcome in the future. So, like I said, because I am back then in school, right, like secondary school, JC, primary school, and everything, I really don't dare to get out of my comfort zone. Yes, back then I told myself, like, oh, all these new things, right, are so intimidating. I should just go and stick to what I'm the most comfortable with. But the thing is, what if I try to take up another CCA? Or what if I tried to go for other events where I can, meet other people, interact with other people, doing activities that, can open me up to this whole new horizon of unexplored terrain outside. And, like, sometimes I really thought, right, maybe I didn't put myself out in the spotlight enough, maybe I didn't make myself known enough, which I believe is the case for most of my life. Like, I would rather let other people go ahead of me. I would rather, just put everyone else in front of me, above me, and my own interest and my own passion, I can leave it aside. Like, you just want to get good grades, you just want to impress everybody, you just want to be, most the best version of yourself. But the thing is, you do it comfortably and safely, because no matter how badly you mess up, you will still land up somewhere safe. So even like, the subject combination I took in JC, like PCME, like, it's literally the most basic combination out there, because I know that no matter how no matter because the fact that I studied most of these subjects before in JC, in secondary school already, so I know no matter how badly I mess up, at least it's something that I'm comfortable with. I roughly know how chemistry feels like, or how physics or math feels like. And the thing is, after I graduate from JC, I feel like, maybe I'm not really that interested in all those subjects. But the thing is, these subjects lend me good enough grades to get to where I want in uni. So because I want to take the safe route all the time, I want to do things that I am able to maneuver, able to predict, and I kind of feel like it's a bit, kind of regretted it a bit in JC, because all I wanted is, I just want to do well for A levels, I just want to get good grades and everything. But I decided to put my passion aside. Like, but then, when I come to NS, everything changed, because in NS, like, everybody wanted to, find ways to get out of the difficult, like, vocations. Looking back, right, the fact that I can endure all this and doing everything that's totally untouched, totally something that's totally I've not done before, then, I would tell myself, like, if I can do this in NS, I feel like I can do this in my own personal life as well. Just trying out all these new things, doing things that really get me out of the comfort zone. So, yeah. Okay, I don't know if I really, like, diverted too much, diverged, went off topic or whatever for too much already, because this isn't even what I wanted to talk about in the first place. Okay, wait, let me eat something first. I'm thirsty. So yes, so yeah. Okay, basically I wanted to the main reason why I started this video, right, is to talk about the transition from a teenager to like a young adult. And yeah, because I'm turning 20 in April, so it's just the last few months, the last few weeks as a 19-year-old, as a teenager. So back looking back at my teenage years, right, I feel like I'm really just this boy, just going through the motion, not doing anything exciting in life, not willing to push my boundaries and everything. Then now that I started this YouTube channel, I believe like it is a good way to connect with everybody out there, especially youth. I mean, most of you watching are definitely my friends and everything, right? Like we are we are trying to adjust to this transitioning from a teenager to an adult. So, but now that we approached like adulthood, right, reaching adulthood, right, like the things to talk about are so different already. Like all my friends, what are we talking about? Talking about like, oh, how are we going to manage our finances? How are we going to get ourselves a scholarship? What courses you want to study in university? Which university offers the best course of education for the degree that you want to pursue? Or even like talking about getting married, buying a car, owning a house. Basically, if we are just transitioning to these kind of topics, which is like so grown up and everything. And honestly, I would say, right, like I feel like inside me, I still feel like a 15-year-old. I still feel like I'm just this wild like teenager wanting to just have fun and feel happy. But the matter of fact is that like you feel very stressed out, especially for me. Like I feel very stressed out sometimes by like the things that are ahead of us. So managing your friendships, like how to say, how like now that you're in NS, right, you have very limited free time, and most of the time when after you book out, you're just very tired, right? So like it really makes me prioritize who are the friends you want to be with, organizing your finances, which is quite difficult because not all of us NSFs, right, we don't really get paid very well. So you really have to really plan out how to spend the money and everything. And you start thinking about, oh, should I get insurance, or like could I help my family to pay like water bills, electricity bills and everything. I feel like it's really quite a big, not a cultural shock, but like a really big coming of age kind of like experience that's being fed to us, like given to us. And yeah, like honestly, I don't feel like this transition is going to be an easy one. I'm still struggling with it. Like once in a while, I guess I still get stressed up about, oh, after NS, like like what job do I actually want to do in the future? Like what are my true ambitions? What is there an overlap between my passion and what I can do in my as a career in the future? So like all these things really just stress me out sometimes, a lot of the times, all the time in fact. It just stresses me out a lot. And yeah, I believe this is just how adulting feels like. Yeah. So this entire video series that's coming out, just me eating desserts, or like just chit chatting with you like that. Maybe we can spend the future episodes, future sessions to just go more in depth with certain specific topics that we want to talk about lah. So yeah, I guess I still have this whole thing. I wanted to eat and talk at the same time. I realized it's almost impossible. So yeah, if you have any specific topics, any specific areas of discussions that me talk about in my future sessions with you, please do comment down below. I'm very open to talking about anything that we are facing, especially us millennials, Gen Z, NSFs, I don't know. Like yeah, anything you want to talk about, just go ahead and comment down below. So yes, yeah, so see you in the next video. Bye.